Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 20 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the last video, I showed you how to create sheets, and then I showed you how to create callouts, section, and how to render as well. So now we're gonna continue working on this, and we need to send it to Twinmotion via DataSmith. So what you need to do first is to put it in Fine, go to the 3D, save it, and then afterwards click on DataSmith plugin, and then export DataSmith file, and we're gonna save it to our location. So I'm just gonna leave it at my Revit file folder, and then you can name it if you want to, but I'm just gonna leave it like that. Click save, and once you save it, open up your Twinmotion. I installed the latest Twinmotion 2025.2. So once you open that, delete all of this that you have there for the start. If you want, you can hide the navigation panel, and then now import it. Click here and then open, and then let's go to the location where we save it, which is right here, and then click import. So once everything is imported, press OK right here, and then there we go. So we have this one imported. First, let's do save it first, so that it doesn't so if, for example, it crashes, at least you already have the file saved. So here I'm just gonna put in house and then click save, and then after that click file again and to sign in. So I'm already signed in, so we're good to go. It's important for you to sign in so that you'll be able to use all of this features, especially the HDRI, and then click ambience, and then after that HDRI, let's wait for it to load. And then click backdrop, because we're gonna use the HDRI background here. So approaching storm is the one that is default here. We could just use that for now, and click the detail and the height offset. Let's pull it down like so, and then after this, let's go to camera view, still under ambience, and then we're going to click parallelism, and then let's check rendering. I want lumen, and then we're gonna use path tracer later. So after this, we can now set the materials. So for now, click on glass. I'm gonna use clear glass, and then here we're gonna select clear glass. We could do basic and then change the tint, and then fractional opacity, And then let's check this one, colored. I think colored is good as well. Intensity and then fresnel, opacity. So that's good right there. Let's go to I want to check let's go to stone, and I want to select this one right here. And then drop it there. I want to scale this. So for some reason I couldn't find this scale. Opacity. Let's try pick material. Of course, this one is new. So right here under UV, there is the scale right there. There we go. So now after that, go to material, and then actually we could select this aluminum right here for the mullion, and you want to make sure to go to main and then metallic intensity, and then let's go to color. I want it to be darker, and then we're gonna use that, so a little bit darker. And then I want to use that same material for this one as well. There we go. And then we could use it here and then here. So that's looking good right there. Let's go back to material, and then wall covering, I'm gonna put matte paint or satin. I'm gonna use satin first, and I'm going to change this to gray. And then another satin here, and let's leave it at white. If you want to change it, it's up to you, but for now I'm gonna leave it like that. I want to change this. Okay, and then here we're gonna use the same material that we use here. For the door, and then we could use this one for here, and then after this go back to material, and I'm looking for neon. It's because I want to change this one. There we go. So now we have all of this lit because we have that one. And then what I liked about the new versions is the 3D grass. So it's so easy for us to add grass now. And then you can even change different material appearance. even dry grass we have. So that's perfect right there. And then of course we're going to change the materials right here. I'm gonna do concrete, but the ground first. And then I want the man-made. And then here we're going to download all of this. I'm not sure if I have this one set up. Increments, preference, and then here path tracer, custom paths, and then user library. I'm gonna use my own library right here, C folder, and then OK. So now we have those. And then let's select more. So here I'm gonna use this one. Go to UV to scale it. There we go. And then I'm gonna use this. Let's use the cobblestone for this part right here, and then scale it a bit. And then why not, let's reuse that here, so we have that consistency. And then now let's go back to stone, and I'm just gonna use this one here, and then scale it again. That's perfect right there. I'm happy with the changes that we did. Make sure you keep on saving. And then here I'm just gonna use cart, and then let's add in vehicles. I'm just gonna use this for now. Okay. Let's push it back. And then here we go back to library as, and then material, car paint. Let's put in dark blue. Okay, so we have that one there. And then I want to change the materials for the wood here. I wanted a darker color. So before, some of this are standard in Twinmotion, but now you need to download them. So one of the changes that I noticed, this one is good, right? So I'm happy with that. For all of this, the neon, I want to change the luminance filter to something yellow. So it looks nicer. Okay. And then here we can start adding some vegetation. If we click here, so ambience, environment, we can make this one a little bit bigger, and we need that for the bounce or the reflection. So here what I'm gonna use is I'm gonna download different kinds of trees, and then we're just gonna randomly add it into our background. So once this one, hold on control, and then once those are done, we just keep on clicking here. It will keep on adding different trees into our model. So once those are added, you can press escape. And then let's save this for now. Then lastly, before we finish this video, I just want to add a background here. I'm gonna use this one and place it right about here. Press escape. So that's this one right here, and I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. I'm gonna rotate it again to 180. And then I'm gonna lower it down a bit. I think that's good enough just for the background. And then on the other side, I'm just gonna leave it like that, and then we could just add in some vegetation. So for example, this one, I'm gonna add it on this side. Maybe I'm gonna lower the age here. And then rotate it a bit. Okay, and then on this side, we're just going to add random ones here. And then maybe this one. And then I want to add maybe a smaller one. And then at the back here, bigger ones. I think that's good for now. So thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.